to come on this evening, and I already had my dinner and I'm working on Peppermonty's snail shell. So here is his snail shell. It's a peppermint and it's quite big, as you can see. The back is kind of an interesting spiral. But yeah, so I just thought I would pop in and work on my Monty here, my Peppermonty, and see what everybody is up to and hang out. And yeah, so we'll get some music here, just hang out. So if you're here, Carla, you're here. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you could join. So you are from the States, is that correct? Or where are you from? I didn't catch that during Chris's live earlier. It was very nice to have you over here. All right, so let's see here. I gotta change my colors and I'm almost done with this round. I'm doing good. I just thought I would pop in, kind of hang out, checking on the lighting. If it gets a little dark, I can always turn that up, but I didn't want it to be too bright in here. Otherwise, it's like hard for me to focus too. I'll do a little bit brighter though, because I need to be able to see my stitches too. You're from the States? I'm up in Washington. Where are you hanging out? Let's see. So we're just going around here on this shell. So I've got like, let's see, I think I'm building up for one more increase round, and then I start just kind of building the depth of the shell. But it's pretty good size already. So I don't know how big this thing is gonna get, but we shall see. So apologies if you hear my kiddos, they are home too. So it's just a little bit different, you know, hangout session. So what are you guys up to? Oh, you're in California. That's where I'm from, Carla. I am from California originally, in the Bay Area, so San Jose. And then now I'm up in the Pacific Northwest. I'm in Southwest Washington. It is a good size. Hi, Angela. How's it going? Thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah, so I thought I would pop in for a bit this evening and kind of just hang out with you guys and see what's going on. Yeah, that's the back, so you won't see any of that. That's just the jumping of the colors. That's the jumping of the colors. And then this is the peppermint. And I've already frogged it once. I frogged it back down to the beginning because I thought it looked a little weird in this area, but it's actually, it's correct from what the pattern's showing. So, but I am using a different yarn than she did. So yeah. You're crocheting on a ripple blanket. Oh, that sounds awesome. Hi, Mandy in Dazzling Action. How's it going? Would you like a peppermint? I would love a peppermint. Would you like a Peppermonty? Oh, I'll show you guys. If you weren't here the other night or afternoon, I think it was, I did do Peppermonty's. This is the snail's, like, he's gonna arch that way, right? So here he is, and then we can kind of visualize at this point, now that we've got a little shell going. So he's gonna be a giant pillow, basically. He's gonna be a holiday pillow for our couch. You wanna come say hi? My daughter's gonna come say hi too. See, right in there. Say hi, this is my daughter. Can you say R&W, please? I subbed. Hi, R&W. Oh my goodness. Hi, Lauren.
I got a phone.
You guys are so silly. Hi, Dreeny. How's it going? All right, you guys. You can go play. So I can chat with my friends here. Of course. Oh, hello.
Let's go.
All right, they're off to play. So the kids obviously are home from school. It's 6:49 in the evening where I'm at. So what is the time where you guys are at? All right, so I'm at the last one here. There's my little stitch marker. I've just used another alternating color here. But anyways, what I was saying is that yesterday I had tried making this, the peppermint, and it just looked really weird to me, the way that the spirals were laying. And so I frogged it away, started again, and I did have one issue in the beginning, which I fixed. But I mean, it does look kind of interesting. It's like to give it that sort of a swirl look. So we'll just have to wait and see how it comes out. I don't really want to frog it again, so hopefully it comes out okay. Okay, Angela, so you must be on the East Coast. 9:50 there. I know, right? This is what you get. Oh, I got Margaret. I almost missed you. And then Melissa's in the house. Hi, guys. How's it going? Yes, my daughter says she's in the house. Carla, the same time because you're down in Cali. And you're in Florida, Melissa. Past my bedtime. Hi, Melissa. Yeah, hi, Melissa. I don't think so. Anyway.
Right here.
So, I'm glad you guys could join me. It's a different time. I figured, you know what? I'm going to come on. It's after dinner. And we'll see if anybody is hanging out this evening. So now I'm starting my next round. This is the last of my increase rounds, it looks like. Then I get to just relax with some just easy color change, but just single crochets around. So I have my son came in. He has longer hair, so he does get often. He's like, Mom, they're all calling me a girl. I'm like, well, you have longer hair, and you know, sometimes that happens. But yeah, no, his hair is just longer. It's getting close to your bedtime, Margaret. I know. I'm like, well, let's just see. I just wanted to see if, you know, people hung out this time of night. So we're just hanging out. I'm going to be crocheting anyways, right? Okay, where was I? All right, I'm just doing my increase and continuing on down my peppermint. You got to eat dinner too? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we don't eat until 7, but today we got an earlier start on it. So I was like, I'll just go live. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that? Oh, I need to change colors. Okay, hang on. I gotta go back here a little bit. My 16-year-old grandson has long hair. It's a new style, Melissa. Oh, it's not a new style, but it's a style that's coming back in, I would say. A lot of the kids have long hair in his class too, the boys. Sometime between now and midnight. So I've got you for a little bit, Margaret. In dealing with my cat and the blanket. What's your cat doing? Is your cat being crazy? That's funny. My cats are actually not around me at the moment. Normally they are, but they've given me a small reprieve, I think. They're probably downstairs eating. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but this time change, I just can't get used to it. I was like exhausted by 9:30 last night, thinking, oh my gosh, I can't stay up, and I watch K-dramas, so I have to read because I don't speak Korean, so I have to read, and so I'm like, I'm missing stuff, you know, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I just need to turn this off. I can't. Michael, hello, my dear. You got a film, but leaving you up and going, and the thummies. Thank you, my dear. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry, but he's still adorable. Like, let's do that. He's used to it. I'm like, do you want to cut your hair? And he's like, no. He's like, it doesn't really bother me, Mom. All right. Of course your cat thinks he owns the blanket. He does. They own everything in the house pretty much. I mean, they just let us use them. What your son is going to do with his hair. One day he'll have hair past his shoulders, and the next thing you know, he's shaved it all off, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I could go without the time change. I mean, it starts getting dark up in Washington even earlier than it did when I was in Cali, because I'm from California. Hi, Chandra. How's it going? And go, go, go. What K-drama am I watching? Right now I'm watching Warrior Baekdong-soo, I think is how it's pronounced. So that's the one I'm on right now. I think it's got like 25 episodes or something, which for a K-drama is quite a few. But anyways, I feel like, what was I talking about? I just lost my train of thought. But anyways, we were talking about kids and hair. But yeah, he's got no desire to cut his hair. It gets dark. Oh, we were talking about, that's right. Thank you. We were talking about how dark it gets, right? Yeah, so up in Washington, I think because of where we are in relation to the equator, it starts getting dark at like 4:30 here, which is just weird. It's just so weird for me. Okay, so maybe California, it's starting to do that too. I feel like it was later when I was down there. Michael, I know. Hey, I never said I pronounced it right. I just said what I what I thought it was. Oh my gosh, what am I making? So I am working on Garden Hoe Crochet, or sometimes I hear her called Garden Hoe Market. And I have put in the description down below a link to her pattern. But basically, it's Peppermonty. He's the Christmas giant Christmas snail. So this is his face. I just love his face. This makes me happy. And it's a peppermint shell. So I'm on the last increase. So we're kind of getting to see the size of the shell, but I thought this would be a good pillow for our couch for the holidays. And my daughter says that after the holidays, it becomes hers, so. Oh no, and you get out of work at 5 and barely see the sun, Carla. Oh. Tennessee gets dark about between 5 and 6. Like that's not great, but that's not as bad as being like 4 o'clock and it's already getting dark, you know? Hi, Samantha. How's it going? Yeah, it's just weird. I can't get myself used to it. I feel like this year has been the hardest. It's normally not that bad, but I just can't get used to it. All right, I gotta see where I'm at here. Okay. So what are you guys all working on? Michael's filming. What is everybody working on? Am I tired tonight? So far, so good. Ooh, sweet. Yeah, I saw Juan was on. I was actually thinking of going live earlier, and then I was like, well, what's the point? Everybody's hanging out with Juan right now, so I'll just go eat dinner. That's so funny. I know, they keep talking about it, right? They keep talking about getting rid of that whole time change, but then it never seems to happen. They just keep doing it. People need to leave the time alone. Yeah. Oh, I got to see your snail. You did. Hi, Scraptastic Crocheter. How are you? I know. I was on her live earlier, and she was like, "Oh, is it this snail?" And she showed me this. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it's like more of a realistic snail with the ripples of the body and everything else. I'm like, oh no, it's nothing like that one. It's very cartoony looking. Your sister has it even worse where she lives. Oh, she's in Scotland. That's awesome. Then in the summer, it's just the opposite. It barely gets dark. Wow. Yeah, my brother keeps talking about like, oh, maybe we should move to Scotland. His work actually has like an office out that way, so. Yeah, it's probably because you're in Sweden, isn't that right, Scraptastic? I think it said that you were in Sweden. So yeah, I love this. I get to see my friends are all hanging out with me here. I recognize, so far I've recognized everybody. Hi, Chandra. How's it going? All right, where was I? I know, this is like, doesn't this make your eyes go cross-eyed? It's like all the jumps of the color. It's like one of those pictures where you have to almost look cross-eyed to see what the image is actually of. I remember when those came out and I was just like, oh wait, I think I can see it. Do you remember those? It's kind of like a one-hit wonder. I don't know if they actually are that popular or stayed popular at all, but they were for a little bit there. I don't think any moderators are on right now, actually. I'm still trying to figure out who ends up being on my lives most frequently. And then I'll start asking for mods. So what is everybody's favorite thing to crochet? Or do you like to knit? Or do you like something else? Like, what is your hobby? What is your hobby craft that you enjoy? Blankets, Samantha? So let me, hang on a second. I don't think my Nightbot is set up to show my email, but I can get it for you. So bear with. Let me know what you guys are working on or what you enjoy working on whilst I am popping up my live on my screen here so that I can actually put it in the chat. I'll just turn off my mic on here and I will put in my email here. Okay, so I've just thrown my email in the chat. So if you are here and plan to hang out and be here a lot, you can always let me know, and then we'll go from there. Get some moderators that way here. All right. Hi, Create and Relate. How's it going? And Melissa switches between shawls and blankets. And you're a blanket gal, Create and Relate. Nice. I promised that tomorrow, so I go live twice tomorrow. I go live at 11 Pacific time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's when I go. I do that every Thursday. And tomorrow I'm going to be working on a cocoon again. This is my very first, pretty much my first wearable. I would consider it my first wearable. I did this little like spider webbing thing for Halloween, but you know, I don't know that I would really count that. So yeah, I'm excited. I'll be working on that tomorrow. And then in the afternoon at 1 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be continuing to work on Santa. So I have a crochet along going. He just lost his hat, but here's Santa. So he's obviously bald. And here's his little hat. And I have a red outfit too for him, but he is, hang on, let me get his hat on properly here. But you can really just do his outfit in any color. So there's him with his little hat on. And this one that I'm making this time around is going to actually be a woodlandy Santa. So he'll be in a really pretty olive green outfit. And I'm really excited for how he's going to come out. So George is always in the bushes. That's okay. That's all right. Lurking is allowed. I do that too sometimes. I try to be present, but I'm like, this is why my name, right? It's Frizzy. It's like I'm all over the place. I try to sit still though, but still working on your dad's blanket, Margaret. Love crocheting pretty much anything. Love doing all kinds of crafts. And Carla doesn't knit or crochet anything. I just really like the vibes of people that do. That's awesome, Carla. Yes, we're very relaxed. We just like to hang out. That's the vibe, right? That's so funny. That's so true though. Like I've recently gotten into paper crafting and doing they call it junk journaling. Although that kind of makes it sound, I don't know, I think it should be called something else, but they call it junk journaling. And the vibes on those lives is pretty cool too. They're just very laid back, hangout kind of thing. So here we go. I was trying to find my pattern because I had to get out of it there for a second. All right, where was I? Okay. Can you guys hear the music at all? I have Lo-Fi Girl playing, but I have it pretty quiet. Hey Beth, how's it going? I decided to come on this evening. You can't hear the music? Do you guys want to hear the music? I will turn it up if you would like to. I wasn't sure what people's thoughts were on music. I usually just listen to lo-fi, you know, gentle piano, like cafe kind of music, coffee shop. I really don't like lyrics type music. It's just too much. It's too much going on. But I do enjoy just having a little something in the background. So here, I'll turn it up just a little bit. Can you hear it now? Done filming. Oh, good. What were you filming, Michael? Guy who was in my chat the other day, we both watched the same Storm Chasers and have always chatted there. So when we found out of a channel, he subbed. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Yeah, those Storm Chasers. I gotta ask my son if he's seen those ones, because he does watch them on occasion. My daughter likes watching this one. It's so funny. It's like this guy that goes and he basically looks for fish in weird areas. So it'll be like he'll find some sewer drain or something and he'll just start reaching his arm in and pulling out fish. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this guy, but she loves it. She thinks it's awesome. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. You're working on your holiday tapestry. Cold settled into your chest last 2 days and we're coughing up a storm and couldn't film. Yeah, that sucks. That does suck. Very hard to do anything when you're coughing a lot or when you're not feeling well for that matter. So far, so good with getting sick this fall kind of season. Usually that's when it starts, but we've escaped it so far. But now that I've said something, I'm sure that will change. Oh, I'll check it later, Samantha, if you don't mind, because I'm not very good at doing too many things at once. I get sidetracked too much. So I'll check on it in a little bit. All right. Margaret, are you going to go live tomorrow? You were talking about going live and doing your mandala dot painting rock thing, whatever you call it. Oh my gosh, did you so you're using buttons? Is that what you decided on? Those ones you were sending me, huh? That's awesome. Seed beads, yeah, I was thinking seed beads, but the little, if you could find little buttons big, the right size, that's perfect. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad. I can't believe you were doing 72 magic rings for spots on your mushrooms. That's just crazy. Oh my goodness. You want your ripple blanket done, Angela? I bet. Blankets are just, they take so much time. Oh, good. Okay, I'm planning to join you, Margaret. I'll be on your live tomorrow. Awesome. My channel name is just based on a video game that I used to play with my kids called Bee Swarm Simulator on Roblox. And my favorite bee was Fuzzy Bee. And Fuzzy Bee was taken, and I feel like Frizzy most of the time. So Frizzy wasn't taken, and it just made sense for me. And I love bees too. So I think I grew the love of bees from playing that video game. And so, but I just think they're adorable, especially like the big chunky ones when they're got their two little legs hanging out of the flower when they're trying to get the pollen. It's just like, they're like drunk on pollen. So funny. Margaret, can you put the word drop in the chat, and anybody else that would like to as well? But Margaret's going live tomorrow, doing some painting, and I think she was saying it'll be 7:30 my time, which is Pacific Standard Time. So then work from there, I guess. Oh, thank you for popping in and giving thumbs and showing support. I really appreciate that. Back to the blanket pattern. Good night. Not good at rock painting, but me and my daughter went to the library, painted some. It was really fun. Yeah, it's fun, rock painting. I feel like it's getting more and more popular. Melissa, you love bees too? I plant trees and bushes that attract them. I just received a weeping bottle brush tree in the mail today. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's just fun. They're so cute. My daughter actually had me playing the game Minecraft this morning. And there's the Minecraft bee. These are Minecraft bees behind me here. These ones, they're like more squarish. And we were like wolves or something in this world, and they had different areas. So there was like a fire zone and like a water one and a foresty one. And then there was this one that was like sakura trees. Those really beautiful pinks. And they had little beehives, and little bees were all going around. I'm like, can I just hang out here? You can go do the quests and stuff. I'll hang out with the bees. Oh, it was funny. So we kind of did. I kind of just hung out with the bees. They're just cute. But then one of them, it like despawned, you know, it just poof, it goes away. I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? She says, yeah, they do that, Mom. Then they come back somewhere else. I'm like, aw, poor guy. It's so funny. Yeah, bees, bees, bees. Love me some bees. Oh no, I just realized I'm not wearing any of my rings. I had to, they got like a rotisserie chicken from Costco, and so I'm always the one that gets to pull apart all the meat. So that was my task for dinner. I'm in Southwest Washington, so close to Oregon, but not quite. Here's seems like the bees were, oh, we jumped. Garden watching the bees, yeah, definitely. What time's okay? Here we go. Calls me as honeybee because that's what Melissa means. Melissa means honeybee? I didn't know that. Oh, good. I'm just, you know, I wanted to do something different, so I'm glad you like it, Beth. Yeah, because, so it's evening, right? It's very dark out, and I'm in front of my windows, but I've created this little, it's a cozy space within our room that I do my work from, and so I've got my Christmas lights going, and, you know, I can turn up the brightness, but I also kind of just really like that relaxed vibe, so, you know, and this music is lovely. Lo-Fi Girl's really good. It's been random, Samantha. I feel like I'm consistent every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And then this week I've been on live more often because of the Santa crochet along. But I'm going to start doing more of these where I just come on and, you know, it's a more casual hangout. So, but they're not set in stone. That's the thing. I haven't set anything in stone yet, so I don't know exactly what time. Here's back. The bees were more aggressive. I got stung several times that summer, but this past summer they were back to normal. How interesting. I wonder what caused that change, Margaret. Tomorrow's, I have 2. So tomorrow I'm going on at 11 a.m. PST and then also at 1 p.m. PST. The 1 o'clock one is to work on Santa. So we're gonna probably get, I think I said we're gonna get his beard, his nose, and his ears will be done. So all his facial kind of details we're gonna work on tomorrow. Climate change? Yeah, I wonder. I wonder, Margaret. Who knows? It is interesting though when animals or insects start acting differently like that. Especially with bees, right? Because they only have one good sting in them, unfortunately. I think my music is lulling my cat to sleep. I'm looking at him. So sometimes in the evenings, Arthur will get Merlin's seat. So the 3-tier cart that I have, it's like one of the craft carts. Merlin's always on top of it next to me when I'm working and doing things. But Arthur's in it now because his brother wasn't on it. So it's cute. He's sitting there in front of me sleeping. Oh, thanks, Samantha. I think the reason, at this point, I'm really just kind of trying to go on at different times because I want to see when people are interested in joining and hanging out. And so once I figure that out, then I'll probably start trying to make more consistent ones at those times. Good night, Melissa. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Working on a square for a friendship blanket. I'm really excited about it. It's a crochet along by Diana D. and Paula Mint. I think about 20 people making 12-inch squares. Oh, that's cool. So each one will look completely different because it's different designers. That's cool. Okay, switching colors again. That's really neat. And what are you going to do with them? Are they just to enjoy and keep yourself, or are you making them for something like the Boggy Creek kind of thing? Samantha, what time zone are you on? Just for yourselves. That's great. But I think I was meaning to say, but I got sidetracked. But so tomorrow during my morning live, I've already promised Bailey from Simply Made by Hand that I would show and tell and show off my corner to corner blankets that I've designed and done. So I have a cat gan, a dog gan, and my wish gan. So I'm just saying this not only to tell you guys, but also to remind myself that I need to find them in the house and get them up here so that I can actually show them tomorrow. So, and I'll be on the wide screen, so it'll be easier to see them. Mountain Standard Time. Okay, gotcha. Talking about Margaret's live tomorrow. I'm excited. It'll be fun. It's like perfect time for me, Margaret, honestly. It's right in between when my kids go to school. So it's like my vegetating with my second cup of coffee sort of time where I can work on my projects and hang out. Aw. Beth, I actually do, so I have some tutorials for the cat. I have two, I think, I want to say 2 squares for the cat GAN and 2 for the dog GAN. And I work from start to finish on them. So if you're interested in trying and you like cats or dogs, then I would give it another go because it is a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Did I do an increase? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. We're good. I just finished this row or round, and I need to start with white. So I'm going to replace my stitch marker there. Hi, Golden Age. How's it going? Welcome to my live stream. It's the first time I've live streamed in the evening, you guys. Usually it's the morning or early afternoon. All right, let me see what I'm doing. Oh, nice. All right, I have a fair few rows of basically just doing alternating 6 and 6. Nice and easy for me. So is Norina, is that Golden Age Crochet? Your name is Norina? I'm just trying to make sure I get everybody. How goes it, dude? I love that. Michael, what's Panda doing? Why is he not on my live when he's home? I need to give him a hard time. The one time I go on and it's in the evening, he's probably playing a video game. Our time, Carla, it would be 7:30 in the morning that Margaret's going to go live. Just to show you guys size-wise. So now I'm building up. It's like gonna make you dizzy. But yeah, so I'm using a different yarn than she used. Mine is much fuzzier than hers was. Hers was more of a, it's Premier XL. And in the picture looks very similar to like a, oh, what's it called? Come on, brain. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name. Hang on, I have some. It looks like a chenille in the picture that from hers, but it's not. It's XL, so it's like some sort of blanket yarn, but it's a size 7 bulky weight, and so the only 7 bulky weight that I have is Bernat Blanket Extra. So that's what I'm making mine with. But I think that that's why my spiral looks different, is because it's so fluffy. Because I checked the pattern. I did it. I followed the pattern. Okay. So I don't know, guys. Whatever it is, it is. You love the way the snail shell looks, Margaret, but you could never make it. You can't deal with the yarn that big. Oh, Michael. Sorry, I was going back up, you guys. I was just making sure I didn't miss anything while I was talking. Can't deal with yarn that big, Margaret. Oh my gosh. Not too bad. Cracked ribs? What? Why do you have cracked ribs? What happened? Oh my goodness. Oh, did you say? Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm still gonna give Panda a hard time though. Be like, dude, I just can't catch him in one way or another. Oh, come on. This one just does not want to work with me. Try again. Here we go. So I've been thinking about making a birdhouse for Santa's staff for the one that I'm making now. I have to design it still if I'm going to do that, but I just thought it would be really cool because I'm picking really woodlandy colors for this one. So far we've made the body, so these little shoes, and I went with a like kind of a greenish tone, or not greenish, oh my gosh you guys, it's a brownish, but it's kind of like that like burnt yellowy kind of color, yellow ochre maybe. This is his head. He just has eyes right now. So there's Mr. Santa's head. And then we've got his wreath. And his outfit, though, is going to be in this olive green tone. So it's going to be really pretty. And I want to put like moss on his staff and things too. Dinner tonight, we had rotisserie chicken from Costco. I made a salad with, I like a bunch of fruit on the salad. So it had apples, strawberries, blueberries, grapes, red grapes, and purple onion. And then I put a little feta on there, and then we do like this really, really good peanutty sesame dressing. It's so good. Oh yeah, and we had like a seasoned fry with it. Oh, that sucks. Neurological spell. Passed out, did a header, caught my ribs on the corner of the table. And to boot, I'm right in the middle of moving. Oh, of course you are. Of course you are. Because these things happen at the worst possible times, don't they? Made a blanket with the Bernat blanket. That is the last time I used the yarn that big. It made my hand hurt too much. Aw. Probably that and using the bigger hook, right? Because like this pattern calls for an 8mm hook. So it is a little bit harder to hold. Let Panda know that I'm joining him, right? It's medicinal. Oh. Cottage core mosaic blanket and Granny Squares blanket and butterfly mosaic blanket and Granny Squares for Boggy Creek and a Boggy Creek blanket. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of whips, Samantha. You have a lot going on over there. That is a lot of things. You could have broke them. That's what you call glass half full thinking. I like the way that you think. Yes, that's good. Oh my goodness. I know, right? You just have to kind of like, you have to laugh about things like that. You just can't dwell. I mean, it sucks, but it's like, well, it could have been worse. It can always be worse. House hunting years ago, I broke my foot, so I ended up having to move on a broken foot. Luckily, we had movers for most of it. Yeah. My husband and I have moved so many times that we no longer do the moving ourselves. Like, we'll box things up and stuff, but we have movers come and haul everything. It just, we can't with our backs and stuff. When I was, let's see, I haven't worked on the cottage core mosaic blanket in a while. Right there with you with the whips. Yeah, I do. I have 2 kids who came in actually in the beginning of this, and they may come back. We'll see, since they're home. They love when I'm live so they can peek in and say hi to everybody. But yes, I have an 11-year-old son and I have a 7.5-year-old daughter. Ooh, working on a baby blanket. Have a new grandbaby. Congratulations. That's awesome. Born on the 13th. Oh, wow. That's my son's birthday, actually. November 13th. That's my son's birthday. He just turned 11. That's so cool. You can't sell your yarn, Michael. You can sell everything else. Yeah, I know, right? That's definitely a good time to purge. Do like an official purge for sure. Oh, cute shepherd. That's so cute. And is this, did you say this is your first grandchild? This is getting big, you guys. Look at this. When you look at it this way, it looks like one of those hand woven baskets, doesn't it? And then you go this way and then you get like the spinning effect. Sorry if that made you guys dizzy. Apologies. All right, here we go. Somebody was talking, whose live was I checking out today? I think it was Jax's live. And she had a really beautiful like poncho sweatery thing going on behind her. And are you taking off, Samantha? Good night if you are. Anyways, so she'd done this stitch. I think she called it like a mosaic type stitch, but I had never seen it or done it before, and it looked really interesting. She said it was something like you do 2 double crochets, and then I think you chain 2 double crochets, and then when you get back to the next row, then she said you pick up the 2, oh, it was chain 2, skip 2, and I think you pick up the 2 that you skipped doing double crochets into those, and it creates this kind of like interlocking sort of look to it. It was really neat. Good night, Samantha. Moving a couple blocks away to a gorgeous place. Ooh, that's so exciting. Which state are you in? Where is this gorgeous place? I have some friends from Ethiopia and they had the most beautiful baskets on their walls. Yes. Yeah, I know. Those are so pretty. Such pretty baskets. But yeah, like we could totally do a sort of a faux basket, if you will, right? Maybe not in red and white though. Okay, let me just double 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, we're good. Just making sure I didn't add a stitch somewhere. That would not be so good. 3. Any of my own. Unofficially, it's my 5th. What do you mean? I'm trying, I think I must have missed something. You don't officially have any of your own. Unofficially, it's your 5th. 5th what? We're talking about grandchild? Made the cat mad at me. How'd you make the cat mad at you, Angela? Did you try to pull the blanket away that you're working on? That's awesome. Mine is still completely chillaxing in the top of my 3-tier cart. Oh my gosh. I love cats. Cats and bees. Someday I want to get so there's a Korean drama that I loved and I've seen it many times. It's called Dodo Sol Sol Lala Sol. And she has a little miniature white Pomeranian dog in the show. And its name is Mimi. And I love it. Like she dresses this dog up, you guys, and she has little like apple hats and orange hats, and we could totally crochet these things, you know. I'm like, I'm so doing that. She'll put him like in the bag. I want one of those. Oh my gosh. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 dining rooms, 2 living rooms, laundry, and 2 kitchens. Oh my gosh. Ah. Does that tell you sort of where I am, eh? British Columbia. Wow. Nice. Going to head off, Julianne. Hubby will be home in a minute. See you tomorrow. Yes, I'll see you tomorrow, Margaret. I'm looking forward to it. I will see you in your live. That place sounds amazing. That sounds like it has, does it actually have two places together? Narina, is it like I know for our house, we actually have it's an apartment that's attached to the home. So it doesn't have a separate entrance, but my in-laws live there. So it has like its own little kind of half kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathroom, little laundry, stackable laundry as well. They didn't make that many units like that in our complex, in our area that we're in, because it's such a large property. It's like over 3,000 square feet. It's just really big, because of that being there. So. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But his best friends, who call me mom, are having kids now, so I'm grandma to them. That's amazing. I love that. And I love that they, you know, they stayed with you like as your pseudo kids, additional children, right? I love that. Where is the end? It's getting so big. I feel like, oh my gosh, it's just this endless circle going around. Like, have I reached the end yet? Nope, not yet. Sorry if you can hear my son. I think he's probably playing a video game, but he gets very excited when he plays the video game. So you might hear some yelling from the other room. Yes. Yes, hugs, you guys. So sorry to hear that for you too, Beth. Angela's living in a 2-story house, and the part I'm living in is an apartment. There's steps to go upstairs. Oh, very cool. My sister-in-law's sister lives in a house kind of like that, and her in-laws live in the down, like the under house region. So it's kind of on a somewhat of a hillside. So they have their own exit of the house and stuff, or they can go up the stairs to the main house. So there's options. Yeah, Margaret's husband was coming home, I guess, and so she will see us during her live tomorrow morning. With the hills and stuff, yeah, where the lower house will often have that separate exit. And then the upper house has one that's kind of up on the hillside, right? It's pretty cool. That's like the one thing that our house is missing. They had the same kind of units, a Lennar home, if you guys are familiar with that builder, but basically they had another complex in a different city, like a neighboring city, made by Lennar. So it was the same style of home, except for it had a separate entrance and its own 1-car garage, but it was also at the time about $150,000 more. So we ended up going with this one. Yes, Carla. Yeah, hers is going to be in the morning at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. For the cost of a 1-bedroom. This is a 2-story old duplex that was used as a B&B. How cool is that? Oh my gosh. Our laws have changed and B&B owners must live in the same place to do a B&B. So instead, he's going to rent us the whole place all year round. Wow, that's super cool. You're in a trailer, Beth. First time I've ever lived in one, but it's mine and I love it. Awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, whatever works, you know? I mean, the reason we moved up to Washington was because California was just getting so expensive. The place that we were in before we moved was an apartment, and it was 2-bedroom apartment, and then it had a loft space, and you went up this lighthouse spirally staircase to get up to the little loft space. It had no bedroom up there. It was just the room. That's where my mother-in-law would stay when she would visit, because she's from New York. They're from New York, my in-laws. But that place, which was so much smaller than where we're at now, it was almost $3,000 a month for rent for that apartment. So that's like our mortgage payment, just to give you an idea. So yeah. You know, I love the rain. I'd prefer it not be raining 3/4 of the year like it does, but the prices were much better. You own the trailer and your lot rent is $300. Wow. That's not very much, Beth. Is that that's to rent the space for your trailer that you already own, right? Wow. Very cool. Yeah, the prices just got so crazy in the Bay Area because they could, you know, they could raise the prices, they could make them as high as they wanted, and people, because they have to work there, would pay it. So, you know, I don't even know what those prices look like now. It's been probably 8 years now since we moved here. There were 2 bedrooms where we lived before. The apartment was $1,300. Yeah, that's when we first moved to Washington. Ours was about that for an apartment. Oh, it's riverfront too. That's amazing. You have your own craft room. I'm gonna cry. I want one so bad. I like makeshift. I have yarn in the closet. Like, I have organizers and things in the closet full of yarn. I have this crafting space, but it's like part of our bedroom. This is not ideal, you know, but it is what it is, and what we have to work with. Oh my gosh. Well, you deserve to have the place that is your dream, so I'm so happy for you. Oh man, I want to see pictures. That sounds so really nice. Oh, I've almost come. Look, there's the little stitch marker, you guys. I've almost come around once. I'm getting all twisted. I'm trying to like figure out how to untwist myself. If I go that way, nope, I think I have to go this way. So my colors are twisting up. Here we go. Hi, Margaret, you're back. You said hi to your husband. You're like, okay, I'm gonna go back to the live now. You're boring me. It's like, I got off the live for this. Oh my gosh. Well, if I were in town, this would be worth about $3 to $4 grand Canadian per month, and we are getting it for $1,500. Wow. It's amazing. You and your little dog. Beth, what kind of dog do you have? You think Washington is prettier than Canada? I've never been, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen it, you know, I've seen pictures and such, but I'm sure that's not going to do it justice. Oh my gosh. Your fiance, open your mouth and get what you want most of the time. Came to town, visit family, and I mentioned that I wanted a 3-bedroom house. I didn't know I was probably gonna get one, right? Yeah. Did a house tour on my YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm gonna write down your YouTube channel name, or maybe I can actually just look it up right now so I don't forget, because I'm like that person that, you know, I walk into a room because I had a goal in mind, and then all of a sudden I've lost why I was there. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's right, you have a rat terrier. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, golden age crochet. Sorry, you guys you're getting jostled here. Here we are. Okay, I've subscribed. All right, so I threw yarn in your window. Catch it. I'll check that out after the live. Aw. Are we talking about your terrier, Beth? I think I must have missed something. Oh, thought I was gonna have to heat up food for him, but he just finished the food he took to work, so he isn't hungry. Yeah, so you're like, okay, bye. So funny. Oh my goodness. I know, it's like, I want to spend time with you, but you know, we don't spend time anymore or whatever, and then they're like sitting on the phone or something. Like, so anyway, back to my lives. Oh my gosh, my cat is such a lump. He's just like very chill in front of me right now. He's got his arms like slung out, just having a nice dream. Oh, okay, very cool, yeah. I think I need to take geography again. I'm like trying to remember, are you on the west coast side then of Canada? Or the east coast side? Oh, thank you, Bethany. How are you tonight? Where are you located? Tuning in from? I'm working on, if you're newly tuning in, this is a peppermint. It goes with Peppermonty, who is a snail. The pattern is by Garden Hoe Crochet. So this is gonna be a big snail, you guys. Look how big this is. It's gonna be a dream to sleep on, right? Because it's gonna be, it's pretty much a pillow. I mean, let's just be real, it's a pillow. Coastal, okay, is that Minnesota? MS, I think that's Minnesota. Mississippi? Oh my gosh, I should know these things, you guys. My brain. Which one is it? Mississippi. Thank you, Bethany. Oh my gosh, I had my blonde moment for the night. Oh, you should, Beth. Work in your art journal. But that's messy. Get paint and stencils out, markers and pens. You should get, if you don't already have, they are kind of pricey though, but Posca markers, they're like paint pens. It's kind of a nice happy medium. You booted yourself from the live accidentally. Yeah, it's just quicker that way, I think. Definitely. All right, I think I spun this around to show you. I need to spin it back. There we go. I feel like I'm working on a giant plate. All right, I'm trying to detangle myself here, so I'm trying to be mindful of how I got this thing tangled up in the first place. All right, there we go. Oh, you haven't gotten past the basic chains, Bethany? I can help you. I have lots of tutorials, and I also go live and do crochet tutorials as well live, so I sit there and work through things with you. It's such a fun hobby, so you can do it. I have full faith in you. I just wish I found crochet earlier in my life. I just turned 40 and I've been doing this now for about 15 years, but I just think it would have been so fun to be young and get into it. So I'm thinking during this Thanksgiving break, I might try to teach my kids how to crochet, but my son's like, oh, good luck with that, Mom. We'll see how that goes. You go by Beth as well. My daughter's name is Elizabeth, so we call her Lizzie though. And you just turned 39. There you go. Just a little bit younger than I am. Oh, that would be so cool, Margaret. Yeah, the bomb diggity. That's awesome. My son wants to go like hunting go rock hunting or whatever. Is rock hunting? Is that what we were calling it? Yeah. He loves rocks, gems, and geodes. He's like just absolutely in love with them and really wants to, for a long time he's been saying he wants to be a miner, like mining. I'm like, I don't know that they really do that much anymore. It's probably all just machines and stuff that gets them out of the ground. I don't know. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. My old chick here. Yeah, there's lots of tutorials. You're 57? You're still young. Come on. Oh, do you have good geodes there? There's supposed to be some in Washington, not too far, or maybe it's Oregon. There are supposed to be sites that you can actually do that, and I just need to start looking them up. He would absolutely love to go do that. So, one of these days. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what they're hiding out here, like what we would find, if it's amethyst or what. I know there are sapphire areas that you can mine around here. Margaret. That's probably true. That means you're extra good at it. You've had lots of practice. Oh my gosh, it's getting so big, you guys. It's getting hard to turn it. There you go. Okay, switching back. Oh, I untangled it, you guys, look. It's untangled, I did it. All right. I was starting to get annoying because I could just feel that the whole strings were getting pulled, you know, when they get stuck together like that. 52 years crocheting. Ah, that sounds lovely. Lovely. Well, I mostly crochet amis. I am a designer of amis. I'm just getting on this snail bandwagon because Garden Hose made these really cute snails and I couldn't help myself. My friend Shy, who's from Sweden, I blame her. So she's been getting really into the snails too. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I need these patterns in my life. How big is it gonna be? So I've finished with the increasing. And so now I'm building up the width of it and then we'll close it off on the other side. But, shh, you guys. Okay. Just to show, let me see if I can back up enough so you can kind of get a gauge. So his little bottom will kind of go around the shell like that. But he's pretty good size.
He doesn't have a bottom.
Well, I mean, he's
looks
a
like
snail.
a toothpick.
No, it doesn't look like a toothpick. He looks like a slug maybe, but that's because he's, as Michael had said earlier, he's homeless right now because he doesn't have his shell.
Looks like a needle.
So, yeah. All right, I spun this around again. Now I'm all, there we go. This is my son, by the way. Yes, this is my son. Say hi. So we've got Margaret in the house. Rena, Bethany. Lots of people here.
I'm gonna shout out somebody out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Golden Age Crochet.
There you go. Oh, yes. Okay, so Margaret, that's Songbirds Creations Crochet. So Margaret watches 2 storm chasers on YouTube. Tell me again what their names are, Margaret, because I can't remember, because that's how my brain works. So she watches their lives and watches them chasing storms and stuff. You watch storm chasers, right? Yeah. That's what I was telling her. I was like,
I'm pretty sure it's called intercepting. It's when a person goes inside of a tornado to like view it.
From inside?
Yeah. There's cars that are built for that, I'm pretty sure.
Gosh. Brandon Kopic and Corey Gherkin.
I'm pretty sure I've seen. Yeah, do they have like the same YouTube channel that they do? I'm pretty sure I've seen them. I'm pretty sure I remember those names. Thank you, Golden Age Crochet.
Loves your long hair. Oh,
Been growing it out for a while.
yep. That's right. He's in his Kurt Cobain stage, you know, is his phase. There we go. Yeah, I was telling them they were. Margaret was talking about liking or wanting to go like hunting for gems and stuff, and we're talking about how there's lots of good places around here to go. So, sort of a team, but each one has their own channel.
Yeah, I think I've watched them then.
What now?
Margaret was talking about storm chasers.
I think I remember one time.
I'm sitting here.
Does he
This is
move?
my daughter.
Yoink.
Told you you'd get to see them. Okay, Bethany says Mississippi is a great place to
How
do
long have you been on for?
be a storm chaser for hurricanes. We have a group at Keesler AFB that is
Mama,
called the
can I do
Hurricane
something on your
Hunters.
computer?
Hang on, I'm trying to read. Oh, honey, now you're getting stuff playing here. There we go. Okay, my kiddos had long hair till their grandma bribed them to cut it off. That's so funny. My mom is just like, so when is he cutting his hair? And then my mother-in-law loves long hair. And so she's like, don't cut it. So Grammy says, when are you going to cut your hair? And Gaga says, don't cut it. So he's still in the don't cut it.
Hi there, yeah, girl.
Yeah, they were saying hi to you.
Opa.
Yes. Because I'm on my phone, there's not as much space
Wait, Mom, you
to say
took
hi.
Uzzi's light thing?
No, I'm using her ring light, you guys. I did. I might have just borrowed it.
I'm getting my
Oh my gosh. So the grandparent paid $20 and then they said yes. I was so angry. Yeah. I just told him it's okay to have long hair. You just need to make sure you brush it, you know? It does have a little bit more upkeep. That's the only thing. So,
But I love my hair.
yes, your hair's long too. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
So
God.
this is generally, you guys, why I go on early, because I have monkeys that live here. Yeah, I do. I like his long hair. It looks really nice. Why don't you guys go play so I can crochet? Tell your son the same thing. Yeah.
Some of these, these.
Uh-huh.
What?
That's the other thing. I get little things, lots of little things, and the kids take them.
Can I take these? Can I at least take one bottle?
Mm-hmm.
How do I, where, can I,
Here, I'll take it. I'll help you.
What?
You don't have to check it at me. I had these, because people take these from the dollar store, and they'll put really cute little
Why
things
do you call
in
it the
them.
dollar
What I'm
store?
gonna
It's
do-
literally dollar
You're able
Tree.
to like make like black stuff
Really
in
loud.
it and like purple stuff in there and make it like a swirl and put glitter in there to make it look like a galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
And you can shake it up anytime you want.
I think I might have something I could put in there. Like,
I'm gonna go downstairs and make some.
Here. That's true. They're fun to have around.
can I make a necklace out of it?
Yes, you can make a necklace out of it.
Can we do it right
Try not to make a huge mess.
now?
Thank you. Anyways, so the glass vials, you can make like little charms and things to hang from your junk journals. So I found those. I thought they were really cute. I also got another set that are more expensive because they have different sizes. I'll show you. Hang on a second. Let me grab it. This is from Tim Holtz. They're different shapes though, and they're little ones. See, I was thinking like you could put little rose hips or little, you know, lavender, dried lavender, make them little kind of potion-y looking bottles and stuff. So anyways, the kids are wanting to make necklaces now. Yes. I mean, anything, Margaret. He just loves, absolutely loves rocks and all the things. You do micro? What do you mean, micro crochet and put them in there? Yeah, I have a lot of I've been buying a lot of Tim Holtz stuff too, Beth. I have many, well, not many. Okay, I have, it's hard to show you. Maybe I can go this way. Here we go. So this one is from a children's picture book called Swatch, The Girl Who Loved Color. And this is the last line in the book. It says, together they made a masterpiece. And so she's basically writing on the back of Yellowest Yellow, which if you've never read that book, it's amazing. It's by Julia Danos. And in fact, she knew that I got her art tattooed on me. And so she sent me, maybe I can show you guys. Want to do a little show and tell? Hang on, I'm gonna take you off here for a second. Okay, let's see. So that is Swatch, The Girl Who Loved Color. So she sent that to me and she signed it. And so I have it framed up on my wall, which I thought was super awesome. But yeah, I had told her that I got my tattoo of Swatch. And so she was very excited about that and was like, I want to send you something. So anyway, so I have that one. And then I also have my, it's hard, you guys, quill. It's a quill pen because I'm also a writer of children's books myself and an illustrator. So I have that. And then I have a couple, like I have a small one on my upper back and then one in my lower back. Who is Nightbot? Nightbot is a bot that you can put into the chat, and basically I can program if I want him to drop links, and it's also how I can let you guys drop your links if you have your own channel. So I've programmed him to know that if anybody puts the word drop in the chat, it will put your channel down there. It'll put your link to your channel. So otherwise you can't put links in the chat. So this was my kind of way of allowing people to do that because I like to spread the love and make sure people can find each other. So that's what Nightbot is. He also helps you with giveaways, which is pretty cool. I actually used him for my 40th birthday celebration. That was recent because I can tell him, you know, okay, I can pick a word and say the words flower. People put flower in the chat, and then Nightbot will choose somebody randomly from those that put that in there. It's pretty handy little guy that you can add in your YouTube. Oh yes, thank you. Marina has put her link in so you guys can find her. Gifted all your family members a tattoo of something about my daughter who I lost. Oh, that's awesome. What did you get, Beth? Did you get one, I assume? I want more, but I haven't yet. I'm a really big fan of the Studio Ghibli movies. So that Studio Ghibli, if you're not familiar, is basically Japan's Disney. And so My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, all of those movies. And I would love to get like a sleeve or a half sleeve with all these, my favorites. But that would be really cool. My parents would not like to hear me say that though. They do not like my tattoos. Oh, you got her name. Too emotional. Yeah, I get that. I can understand that. Definitely. Oh, that's awesome. Hugs to you too, Elizabeth. Still haven't got my memorial tats yet. Yep. Just do. Oh my gosh, that's amazing, Margaret. I want to hear about it. I've heard it's amazing. Someday I will get over there. We were talking about letting the kids, when they graduate high school, pick a place that we would take them as a big trip. And my son wants to go to Tokyo. So maybe we'll get over to the Ghibli Museum. That would be so cool.
I made it.
Going to get. That was fast. Oh, you put water in it.
I
So
wanna
he
make
finished his. He put some little rocks in there.
Is there blue
Some
and
water.
pink? Where's the
Very
other
nice.
ones? I want to make some more. Give me, you want to split them evenly? Thank you.
So I don't get any, huh?
No.
Is there an extra one? Is it an odd number?
There is.
Sweet, I get one, you guys.
You give mother vibes.
Heart that says Emmy
Mom,
and
you
Mom.
give mother vibes.
I give mother vibes.
You're
I'm
like,
going to get her.
look at this guy, and I get one more.
Tons of piercings and brandings and
mom
cuttings.
vibes.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, son. I get one left, you guys, from my Dollar Tree pack. The kids have commandeered the rest. Oh my gosh, right? Can I come too? I want to go to Japan. A Yulper, I can't even say that, Margaret. Yulperlite? Yulperlite. If he comes back up, we'll ask him, okay? I've not, because I haven't heard of that one. That doesn't mean he hasn't, though. He probably has. Yulperlite? That sounds cool. Does anyone remember people used to write your name on a grain of rice and put it in a tiny bottle? In fact, so back in Cali, what? No. Here, okay, that's fine. He just turned on the light. Okay. Used to have the grain of rice with my name on it, and I lost mine somewhere. So yeah, there's a place in California called Great America, or it was like Paramount's at one point. Great America, whatever. It's a roller coaster ride place. But I remember being a kid, and they had those hanging necklaces with the little vial, the little rice, and then the name on there. So fun. Have a green rice. Yeah, it's so tiny, right? How they could have to write it on there. Oh, it's a fluorescent rock from northern Michigan. That is so cool. Yeah, Great America. Stories from that place. Well designed, cut into mine. I have 3 intertwined captive bead rings and also a baby smiley face too. The branding is a mermaid. Wow, that sounds gorgeous. Too cool. So cool, yeah. I got stuck on one of the rides, you guys. The Vortex, it was a standing ride. And you had a very uncomfortable part going up your, as you're standing. We got stuck going up before they drop you. We got stuck going up for 30 minutes. My cousin and I were stuck on that ride. And I remember being a kid and seeing somebody must have been not on the up area, but maybe on one of the bends. And they were having to help him down because he'd like totally gotten his equilibrium off. And then they let us off the ride, and the only thing we got was like a pass to get to the front of one line. That's it. You've seen carved rice with designs. Wow. Food rings from Temu. Nice. I swear, Beth, I think I ordered something from Temu. I'm pretty sure I did. I haven't gotten it yet, though. But I think I've got a Temu package coming. I have no idea what I ordered. I know I have 2 boxes from Premier coming, one of which is maybe coming Sunday, and the other one might be coming sooner than that, actually. That was from their big sale that they had. Oh, people were stuck on a ride? Yeah. Yep. It's not fun, I'll tell you that. Very sore at the end of that, that's for sure. Warner Brothers Studios in Europe. Oh my gosh, yes. It hurt in places where it shouldn't. Yes. So true. And then your consolation is just to skip the line for one ride. You're like, I'd rather have my half an hour back in my nether regions not to hurt so bad. Okay, that is one stitch. I'm just double checking that I'm trying not to make sure I don't add an extra stitch in here. Let's see. Just ordered a ton of stuff off Temu to get us set up in the new home. Nice. I've been really happy with what I've ordered from Temu. I'll be honest. You know, I mean, they do shove everything that you buy into one bag. So you'll get boxes and bags and all it shoved into one bag. So they really do try to maximize the space, but I've gotten some really cute stuff there. Oh, you did, Margaret? You hurt your back on one of those roller coasters at Cedar Point. Had to go to 6 weeks of chiropractic visits afterwards. No bueno. Going on rides and yes, would stab into your head. I get that too if people hug me and like hit my ear really hard. Like, oh, ow. No consolation prize, just the pain. Most of the quality has been absolutely amazing. Yeah, I mean, I even got, like, if you guys do markets, I was debating on starting up doing markets again. I don't know if I will or not. If I do, I will certainly take you guys along for the ride, but either way, I did buy things for organizing my space, and they've all been very lovely that I've gotten there. So I do recommend. You have tunnels, so no poking into my head. You have tunnels? What is that? What do you mean? Tunnels. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's been anything that was... Oh, there was one thing I ordered off of Temu, and I think this was because of the packaging, but there was a, what do you call it? It was a keychain that my daughter wanted, and it was one of those ones that has like a liquid that sloshes in it with, I don't know, some little things floating in it, you know, those kind of things that the kids like. And it had leaked, so that was annoying, and that was probably from everything being shoved in the bag. But that was really the only thing, and it, because everything is so cheap, I'm like, I'm not gonna take the time to send it back, you know. It was probably like $2 if that. Show the cabinets that I bought from Temu. Yes, like gauges. Oh, got you. Oh, cool. I will look forward to seeing that then. Yeah, I mean, they just have a lot of stuff. I keep seeing, actually, and it's in the cart, I just haven't actually bought it yet, but I keep seeing they have these like, you know, the old school files, like a library file, you know, the card ones. They have some neat looking cabinets that have a bunch of those pull out ones, and I keep thinking, ooh, maybe for some of my junk journaling supplies. But they're not as cheap as the other stuff, so that's why it's still in the cart, and I haven't actually pressed the go button. 57 of my orders were late by a day, so I ended up with $35 credit. Nice. I wrote them and they replaced whatever it is. They are really good about that. That's awesome. That I'm glad to hear that. You know, I haven't had to do that yet, but just in case. So I had 2 holes, and recently, like as in this year recently, I had always told my daughter I wasn't putting an age on when she wanted to get her ears pierced, and I said, whenever you go get your ears pierced, I will get mine pierced as well. I'll get a 3rd hole. So I got the 3rd hole when she got hers done, and I went first just so she could see what happens and stuff. And she was a total trooper. She's very brave. So she's already talking about getting a 2nd one. you got big cabinet, 13 by 13 by 17 for each cubby, and there are at least 45 cubbies. Wow. How did they package that? Were they like all, I assume, flat and you have to build it all together? I feel like, I'm trying to remember, but I feel like most of the stuff I've bought from there has not been huge, but I did get a like kind of a wooden sort of shelving unit, and that one came, you know, in a box that was all flattened because it was not assembled and stuff, and it was pretty easy to put together. I could do it myself, so I didn't need to ask for help. Yeah, in a box flat. My sister had 9 in one ear and 10 in the other. The holes went all the way up around the top of her ear. Wow. I had pierced, I think it was this ear. I had 2 up here on one side. Maybe it was this side. I don't know. There's probably a scar. Maybe it's this one. I can't even remember. Oh, I think there's the scars in that one. So anyways, I had 2 and they infected. Like I just couldn't get them to heal properly. And so I was like, I'm not gonna deal with, you know, these big bulging things. So I just took them out. But those ones hurt to get in a massive box though. Oh, your cat cabinets? How many cats do you have? There's a house not too far from here that has been, they had like a whole catio thing built attached to their house. But then they ended up, they're like adding to it. And I think I've seen one cat one time and it's like taken over this whole back of this person's house. Yeah, trouble with hers too. Yep. I had 13 and 14, I think it was. Oh my gosh. 50 piercings total, wow. Cats. So 50 piercings, 13 to 14 cats, but now you have 6? That's a lot of cats. You got a cat wheel like a giant hamster wheel. Oh my gosh, do they use it? That's so funny. Front door organizer, about 5.5 feet tall with spots for shoes and a coat hanging area on the top. It was $16. Yeah, I know it's not expensive. Forgot about it. Number 30. Oh, wow. That's so cool. I don't know how many I would want to get. My daughter's already said if she goes to get her second, I should go and get 4th, like the 4th ones. I just, like, it's still soft right there, so it shouldn't hurt too much. It's like when you get into the cartilage that I start having some issues. I almost passed out from these 2. Because that happens with me, like, from the adrenaline. I have a hard time. I had my belly button pierced when I was young, back in high school. And we went to, a friend of mine had gotten hers done at this one place. It was this gal that kind of ran a piercings and hair cutting thing out of her house. That should have been my first indicator. So anyways, so we go, and I remember I'm laying there and she's gonna pierce my belly button. She pierces it halfway through and stops. And then she's like, okay, now I'm gonna pierce it the rest of the way. I'm like, you haven't finished. So that time I fainted at the mall in the parking lot. I was like, pull over. And I kind of blacked out a little bit, but it was not good at all. And it was slightly crooked because she did that. So I would not have recommended her to go back. Yeah, let me know. Oh no, you guys had a postal strike? Nothing for a bit. Used to be a piercer. Oh, that's not the way to do it. Yeah, not the way to do it. I didn't know any better though. But I think just it was traumatic, right? Because not only was I young, but that's, you know, for me anyways, that's a pretty meaty area. So it hurt a lot. And then for her to not be done yet.
We made an extremely big mess.
Did you guys hear him?
And
Can you clean
We
up
used
your
my
mess?
slime kit, and
Uh-huh.
you know, like the dye that they put in it,
Mm-hmm.
like you squeeze. I put it in here, and there's
show?
glitters in there. If you shake it up, there's like glitters flowing
I
around.
don't know if I want to shake it up. It might come out.
It won't. Like light shake.
Light shake. Yeah, don't shake it too much. Oh, very, very neat. I don't know if I could do that though.
Also made this first one.
That's the
Crystal.
way to do it. It's to be okay. So that was the one you showed us, I think. Oh, Margaret was asking about a rock if you knew of one. Can you put it again in the chat, Margaret? I remember it started with like YOO, but I can't remember what the rest of it was called. Yeah. My ankle when I was 16.
Euperite. I haven't.
Euperite. She says it's a fluorescent rock that you find in Michigan.
I'm gonna force my mom to buy that for me. That sounds amazing. Wait, let me search that up. Can I search it up?
Yeah, we can look it up. Euperite. Are you looking at how to spell it? Now, see, you've piqued his interest, Margaret.
Oh my god, that's so beautiful.
Oh,
Woo!
look at that.
Actually, yes. 1 sec.
Wow, that's really pretty, Margaret.
Can you get some of that one for me? Because look, it's $3.25, please.
You did have that one, so there was something kind of like that.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Can you buy that, please?
All right, we'll look at it after, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Can you keep it on there?
Uh-huh. No, we had something
But
that
Mom, it
was
ends
like
in
a flame
37
stone.
minutes. The sale.
Okay.
It's 50% off. Look,
Okay. I'll be done before then.
I love you, Mom. Can I keep my stuff up here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Am I up here?
Yeah.
Can you clean up the mess that we made downstairs after? Ross?
Mm-hmm.
It's like way too big for us to clean.
Yeah. No, I think it was from Temu actually, but we had found a rock that is kind of similar, I think it's the same one actually that he's finding. It was one where if you shined the light in it, it did have that kind of fiery look to it, Margaret. So he probably doesn't remember that he has it. So I'm going to go look for it after this and see, because I don't know if it's the same exact one, but it does something similar to that. Oh, hang on. I missed something, didn't I? You're going to send him one, Margaret? You're so sweet. Oh my gosh, he's going to love that. Thank you so much. Oh.
Mom, you want to see mine?
Okay. Let's see. All right, Lizzie's come back with hers. So she's made a pink potion and a blue potion.
Bluish purplish.
Bluish purplish potion.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm. You should go tell your brother that Margaret's going to send him one of those. Euperite. Euperite? Is that what we called
Who's
it?
Margaret?
Euperite. Margaret's a friend of mine who's in the chat. That's so sweet of you. Yeah. No, he loves, like, that's his thing. So if, yeah, anybody has, my dad will find some cool looking rocks and stuff. And my dad would find, you know, at different places. He'd find some pretty stones and stuff like that. And they have out front of their house this little rock bed, a decorative rock bed. But he would kind of strategically place those around so that James could find them. And he'd like, oh, look at this. It's like something new, you know? In my channel description, that's my P.O. box, Margaret. But if you send me an email, and then I'll send you my regular address. I trust you. Yeah, that's really sweet. He loves, like, we have this place called Great Wolf Lodge, and they have a little mining area where you can I mean, you buy a bag of rocks, right? You buy the bag that has the dirt and they're already in there, and then you get to kind of put them in the little sifter thing and the water's going down, and so he loves doing that. And it doesn't matter how many times we go, he does it every time. And he has to have the big bag because the big bag comes with a giant rock in it, some sort. He's gotten big amethyst geodes before, and some other kind of not purple geodes, but like some of the other ones. Right? A little far, huh? Just a wee bit out of the way. It's so funny.
Mama,
Hmm.
can I just start? Because I cleaned up James's and my messes.
Yes. High five.
And he said, we
Good
don't
job.
have to.
I appreciate you. Thank you for helping me clean up all that mess.
Still have one more to do, but
It's okay.
I don't know what to do yet with it.
Just think on it, and then you can always do it next time.
I know we're going to do it tomorrow.
Boxer, hands for my... It will get heavy, though, Margaret. That's the only thing. Yeah, no, he's... When you were talking about that during your live the other day, I was just thinking, oh my gosh. I am going to have you guys on soon. Maybe next week, because you are off. You're off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. So I think we'll have a thing. We'll have a live, yeah. And I'm going to try to teach you guys. We'll see how well that goes. I'll try my best. Oh, that's true. Flat rate shipping. That's true. I can always Venmo you some money too for shipping. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I can't get it up.
Hang on, I lost my stitch. There we go.
I'm coming.
I couldn't believe how expensive shipping's gotten to ship internationally. I was shipping a package there recently, and it was like $30 to ship it. It's crazy.
I'm just the background. Hey, background.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, background. Hey, back. Did anyone say I'm cute? I'm not.
You are cute. Where did my...
Can I eat you?
No. I'm trying to find where my stitch... It's way down there.
Stitchy?
Yeah.
Stitchy pitchy?
I still have probably halfway to go on this round.
I'm going down. Oh, no.
It's okay. Where'd you go play with?
I like it here.
I know.
But I like it here. Yeah, I'm saying. My shirt is just the background. My shirt is just the
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. What is a hammered dulcimer?
No, I'm fixing your hair.
$1,500 to ship a hammered dulcimer to Scotland.
1,500?
Wow. Oh my
What's
goodness.
1,500?
I'm looking up what a hammered dulcimer is. Hammered dulcimer. Oh, that's right. Okay, this was during our music chat. I needed to jog my memory, Margaret. Sorry. Yes. I'm telling you.
I like your background music.
Thank you. This is Lo-Fi Girl.
How much minutes have you been on live?
104 minutes.
How much hours? How much hours? Huh?
You're like digging into my head with your chin. Oh my goodness. We're coming up on a couple of hours here, so I will be popping off here pretty soon. Since it's like PJ time and K-drama time, and I need my cup of tea and such.
And you need to take off your makeup.
That too. Take off my face, yes.
Yeah,
I put on my face when Kim comes on in the morning, and then I take it off at night.
you put on your face in the morning and then you take it off at night. So it's just a whole thing, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm fixing your
You make
hair.
custom hooks? One to the States, it
I'm
costs about
helping your
$8
hair.
US, but to send one elsewhere to in Canada, one would cost about $10 US. So it's cheaper to send it to the United States. Lizzie.
No, I can't.
No, I don't want to have bangs.
Why?
I don't want like crazy broken mom hair bangs.
You were petty now.
Pay for gas tax for, oh my gosh. Any way that they can possibly charge you, right? Gas tax, like, oh my gosh.
Ooh.
They're gonna give you
Mommy, it's
sneeze
Peppermonty.
tax, and you know, what else can they add? It's like, oh my gosh. Lizzie, hop down, honey. You're gonna fall down. You're gonna fall on my head. Oh, okay, so $20 in Canada and $8 in the States. That's worse. Well, hello, arts and anthropods. Welcome to the craziness. I had a nice chill vibe going, and then my little monkeys came in to say hello. Like the old Beatles song. I know, right? Yes. Yeah. No, I started, Lizzie. I love you. All right. Can you go? Thank you. I love you.
Ah.
Say bye.
Bye bye.
Okay. Okay. It's too much sound. I have a hard time. It's like warring sounds, my sweet. Yes, yes, she's dancing. You make custom resin and metal hooks. Oh my gosh, I need to check these out. Yes. Should treat myself to some nice hooks. These are like probably some sort of Temu special, I think. These are very cheap. And then, yeah, I usually don't spend much on that kind of thing, but I see all these beautiful like fire hooks, and I don't even know what half of them are called, but I'm like, oh, those are so pretty. But that's really cool that you make those. And yes, Arts and Anthropods, I have been on since, I think I hopped on around 6:45 my time. I was just checking in to see who is on at this time of night. And it's been lots of fun, so I think this is a good time. Everybody's hanging out and kind of chilling before bed. Good old Clovers, yep. Can't go wrong. Never need to mess with a good thing, right? But I had other ones like this, and the hook literally just came out of the sleeve. And so the whole time I'm sitting there trying to hold the hook in while trying to crochet at the same time. So that was not so good. That was a pack I got from Amazon. Actually, this might have come from that pack. I have it. Yarnus. It's like this pack of random hooks, and they give you a few other things in there too. But yeah, it pulled out. Yeah, you don't charge the usual $60+, right? Yeah, that's a much more affordable price. How come you couldn't use it, Margaret? Was it too chunky to hold on to? That's super cool. Yeah, I usually use, what do I normally use? Is it Boy? I think are a lot of the hooks that I have, the metal ones. Just trying to see if I could find, I think they're mostly Boy. But you're gonna get ready for bed, Beth? Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm gonna be heading out pretty soon too. Yeah, too heavy. Mine are slightly different from the furls, well, quite different. But do you always add the metal to them, or do you sometimes do just the resin pour kind of thing? I will see you tomorrow probably, Beth, if you're tuning into Margaret's live. Otherwise, I have a couple lives coming on tomorrow as well. But yes, if you guys are tuning in, don't forget your little thumbs up. That helps out the channel a lot. And consider subscribing and hanging out with me more. Always use the metal hook. Boy, SB and or clover or generics. Yeah. Probably finish this round. So we've got a little bit of a ways to go. I'll finish this round here and then I'll probably say my goodbyes just so that we can all have a little bit of me time before bed. Yeah, oh, it was an all metal one. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting, you know, like you don't think about the weight of the hook, but it makes sense that that can actually cause pain and such. Like I know my husband, he had like a titanium ring and he plays guitar. And he was finding that he was having some weird pains in his hand. So he switched to like a silicone type ring. You can buy them in packs even. So he found this one, rubbery, I think it's like a silicone of some sort. Anyways, so he would put that on and the pain went away because of the weight of the ring when he was playing guitar. It's very weird. No heads getting broken off and they won't roll off the table. I always found it really weird when I would actually break those metal yarn needles because of the tension and stuff as you're trying to, you know, sew in your pieces and stuff. Maybe it wasn't titanium. It might not have been titanium. Platinum? Maybe it was platinum. It was a heavier one though. That's why it was a heavier one. So it might not have been titanium. Maybe it was the platinum. I think platinum's heavier, right? Correct me, because otherwise I probably am wrong. But it was also chunkier too, so that rubbing against the guitar is just, it wasn't working for him. Yeah, maybe. Your vote is for stainless. Is platinum heavy though? I feel like platinum is pretty heavy. All right, Peppermonty. I was wondering with the size of this, don't they come with circular pillows this size? Maybe instead of stuffing it with polyfill, I should see if there's actually a pillow that would fit in here. Yeah. Okay. I don't know my metals, obviously. Switching back. Have you guys started buying for the holidays yet? Are you making your gifts? Oh my gosh. And that is what you're doing, huh? You forgot you thought a rat for your snake. I gotta feed him. Yes, Arts and Anthropods has like a whole bunch of different spiders and other pets. That she'll show on her channel. It's pretty cool, actually. I mean, I don't know that I'd want to hold a spider, but I did write a children's book about a spider, so maybe. If you could promise it wouldn't bite me, then I'll hold it. So you're only making gifts for 4 people? And you're making everything too? Okay. Everybody's making everything. I'm I'm making for my sister-in-law a mini junk journal. So I'm doing a tutorial on it too because I made it out of a Nerds box. So that's how small it is. But it's really cool. It's gonna have some things to do with New York, which is where they're from. And I found like a really cool paper that is a black and white sort of map of New York. And she lived in Brooklyn, so her cover of hers has Brooklyn and the Brooklyn Bridge and the Manhattan Bridge areas. So it's really cool. Oh my gosh, a tarantula can live that long? Live for 21 years. Wow. Oh. She was a mouse eater too. Wow. You had a beardy and now a hedgehog? Oh my gosh. My daughter keeps wanting a bearded dragon. And my mom loves hedgehogs. That's so funny. You've got them. I've heard like hedgehogs, they don't, like they're not really cuddly, right? They don't like to be really handled that much. Right? I didn't know they lived that long. I was so sad. My daughter has, we got sea monkeys, right? And they're so cute if you've never seen a sea monkey. Now, they probably don't look cute up under a microscope, but just looking through the little glass at them, they look like two little black eyes and a little smile. And then they have these little like wispy bits and stuff that come off. Anyway, I know I've talked about them before, but there were like maybe 3 larger size ones in there, and then I could see some little teeny ones going around. And all of a sudden, I couldn't see the big ones anymore. And then I looked down at the bottom, and there was like some sediment at the bottom, but then I saw the 2 dots and the little smile like it had died. So sad. Oh, no bueno. So I don't know what their lifespan is supposed to be, but I feel like it wasn't that long. Like they didn't last that long. There's still little ones in there, like little tinier ones, but the bigger ones that were really, like they would come right up to the glass. They were so cute, just like tiny little things. Your hedgehog's a cuddle bug? Aw. Are they sharp prickery or is it like a soft spine? I've never actually held a hedgehog. That sounds really, really cute though. Okay, so they don't last that long, so I didn't kill it. Is that what you're telling me? I was worried. I'm like, okay, I'm trying not to overfeed it, you know? They say don't feed them if like it's not clear in there because they eat algae. So you feed them little teeny amounts of algae. And so I was waiting until I could see that the algae wasn't floating on the top anymore, and all that. And so I'm like, because you can suffocate them apparently. So I'm like, all right, well, so we're doing all the things right, but yeah, they don't last that long, I guess. Very sharp prickles and soft fur on her belly. I love watching those videos where they'll like be curled up like this and then somebody gives them something to eat and then they just like reach out and grab it and they're just like going to town. It's so cute. So they're nocturnal, so they'll stay up like going on their wheels or whatever it is that they do at night. All right, I reached the end of my round. And look at that, you guys. We're just about at 2 hours time. This has been lots of fun. Oh, he did? So what, that'll feed him for, like how long does it take a snake to digest a rat? That seems like it would take him at least a week, right? That's crazy. I do like seeing you playing with the, you know, holding the snakes and the 2 weeks. Okay. Wow. So he's good. You've done your work for 2 weeks. When they are upset, they are total prickles. Wow. But they don't, it's not like a porcupine, right? The prickles don't come out. They don't like shoot out. They just sort of just feel a little bit of like a ball, like one of those like prickly balls that come off the trees, you know? How many rows do I have now? Gosh, it's getting big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I just finished round 15. This is how big it is. And I need to do up to round 21, you guys. So I still have a lot to build up this way before I start decreasing to get the other side of the pillow. Bye, Arts and Anthropods. Thanks for hanging out. Well, with that, you guys, I think I will also be heading out because I am live twice tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. That way you know when I come on tomorrow. It's going to be 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be working on my, what's it called? It's called, I'll show you where I'm at so far. It's a cocoon again. So this is, it looks like a scarf right now, you guys. This is it so far, but it's really pretty V-stitch. So I'll be working on that some more tomorrow in the morning, and then I'll come back on again in the afternoon around 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and we'll be working on the crochet along for Santa. So that's the second part of tomorrow. Yeah, it's almost midnight for you, Margaret. I know. I'm doing this for you, Margaret. You need your rest for your live tomorrow, so. You wanted a hognose, but even though they're only very slightly venomous, it's too much for me as I'm allergic to bee stings. Oh no! And you're over here in the hive. Just don't get stung. That's okay. You won't get stung over here. Yes, Carla, I'm so glad that you could hang out this whole time. And I hope you have a wonderful night as well. You guys have a good rest, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.